My mom got me this for Christmas. It says director on it, because I'm so insecure. We are talking about interviews today and about making people comfortable in them. I get this question a lot from you, and I asked you last video if you wanted this, and it was a resounding yes. So let's talk today about how to make people comfortable while you're making films during both interviews and shooting B-roll. Let's get into it. In terms of interviews, the number one rule I would say is this. That's find a comfortable space. Just because you have all the toys and the latest camera gear and all the crew and all the tripods doesn't mean that it's gonna get you the best interview, which is actually why I wouldn't shoot it in this space, my studio. I got a giant aperture light here. I got another light above me. I wouldn't do it in a place like this. I would do it in a place like this. This is our side office. It's super chill. I'm in a very comfortable chair. I love smaller, comfortable rooms like this often for interviews if you're nervous about the person not being comfortable on camera. Some of my best interviews have come from just hotel rooms where you pull across that thinner curtain, not the thick one, the kind of sheer one, and it's beautiful soft light on their faces. I was even just doing this for the Tornado Project, and it's just you and the subject. But they're great environments because they're not intimidating. If you can often get someone in a space that they're comfortable with, that they're familiar with, you'll get better footage. And if you have to be in a space that's unfamiliar for the person, get something that's gonna help them be more comfortable. It can be as simple as letting them lean on a table. Keeping things low key for me in my films is more important because I'm gonna get a better dialogue than if I had it look like a giant film set.
From my personal experience, having autism is sort of like you're an actor in a play and it's opening night and everyone else has the script and you don't.
And one more tip, when shooting B-roll specifically, ask the person what are some normal activities they do every day and film those. It's a great place to start because it's low pressure. They're used to doing them, they don't have to act, and they can just be themselves. Point number 2 is show genuine interest. Spend as little time as possible talking about yourself and spend the most amount of time asking questions and being genuinely curious and interested about the person's life. This goes for both interviews and B-roll. If you want to impress the people that you're working with, if you want them to feel comfortable, spend more time talking to them about their lives than you talk about yours. There's a great book that can really help you with this that's helped me. It's called Just Listen by Mark Goulston. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, but it's fantastic. It's a great rubric for how to listen better. Which leads me to my second point, and that's posture matters. How you're listening. You can see in so many of my interviews that I sit on the edge of my seat and I literally lean in and I give the person eye contact. Make sure your posture isn't annoyed or bored or leaning back. In this shot here while I'm interviewing Ricky from our next film about the tornadoes, where I'm both fists under my chin, leaning in and listening. I wanted Ricky to know that I cared about what he was saying. And what's really cool too with that clip is in our course, Art of Documentary, I show you that full interview. You get to see the entire hour-long interview, how I ask my questions, my posture, how we do it, and you get to see the results of that. In the Art of Documentary, our course in Academy, we have hours of B-roll, like 36 hours now that we've been putting into the course of all the behind the scenes of our films. So if you're interested in how to conduct better interviews and shoot better documentaries, I'll put a link below so you can find out more about that course. Number 4, and this is for interviews, and then I'll explain how it applies to B-roll, but tell them a bit of the purpose, the goal of this interview. People are sitting down in an interview, they're often very nervous and their mind is racing because they're thinking they have to tell you everything about their life. I'll tell people a bit of the direction and the goal that we're doing. Hey, this interview today is to find a bit about that experience you had 2 years ago. You don't need to go into your childhood, but let's talk about what happened in that one event. Help them understand where you're going with it. And same for B-roll. I try to tell people a bit of the motivation of why we're shooting certain things. I don't always explain everything in detail, but it helps them feel calm to know why you're making them do certain things and why you have them always walking to the sun, because you let them know backlighting looks best. You don't have to make everything so elusive for them. Bring them in the process a bit and let them know that they're doing a great job. Fifth, and this might be one of the most important points, and that's choose your crew wisely. I'm very cautious when I'm going into an important interview or if it's around a touchy subject of who I choose to shoot with. I really wish I could work with him more often, but I gotta give a shout out to a DP named Chris Liu. Chris is an incredible cinematographer. He shot films that have gone to TIFF. Chris is so good with making people comfortable on set, and that's why I loved working with him. I try to work with lots of crew who is easygoing on set, because if you're bringing tension to the set, even if they're talented, you're not gonna get the best work.
Check it out, Mark DPing right now. He's DPing the behind the scenes, which will be better than
So I really hope these tips helped. I really want you to get the best content possible in your films. And so make sure that your set is a place of peace. Make sure that you're interested in people. And make sure that you're choosing locations and filming styles that aren't gonna bring unnecessary stress or discomfort to the people you're working with. It can be a two-way conversation. Ask them where their favorite place is and film them there. If you're interested more in how to make good documentaries, how to get the best footage possible, how to tell the stories that are on your heart, we have the Art of Documentary opening in just over a month, September 12th. We have 3 courses in that. We've had 2,500 filmmakers come through already, and it's completely changed their careers, and it could do the same for you. Art of Documentary will help you find that story, craft your edit, and shoot the best film possible. We love Art of Documentary and the amazing students, and we're gonna be talking all about it this month leading up to our launch. So if you want more information, go check out theartofdocumentary.com or go over on our Instagram. We're constantly doing lives where you can interact with me and Mike, who run the course. We're doing live Q&As all this next month. So look forward to seeing you there, and thanks for watching this video.